Wah, 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 feelings. Wah, 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 emotional maturity. Wah, 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 bigger schlong. Meh. So, yeah, that's some of the reasons why my girlfriend left me. Um,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Wow, that sounds like a you problem right there, man.
Yeah, my mental health's taken a massive decline, not gonna lie.
Woohoo.
Anyway, hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of the Across the Pond podcast with your ever so sexy host, Michaelius Borelius, and with me is the ever sexy, ever beautiful, ever mysterious James. That one run away with me, Tony Sailor.
Oh, hey. And also, before we start this, today we're sponsored by Tappy Tap. All of the fluoride you can drink to whiten up your teeth, even though it rottens up your insides.
Yeah,
Drink up,
so
boys.
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick, Tony. Have
Okay.
you ever been in a scenario where you're drinking water, right, and you'd be like, this water's great, but it's not giving me the birth defects in my children that I want. Have you ever had that?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Exactly, me too, all the time. But whereas if you go to our new website, tappytap.com/fluoride, there you go. You can actually get yourself a case of this shit for free. It's bottled in a factory run out of Pripyat, so you know it's quality. You know if the
3 out of 100.
Russians don't know how to bottle stuff, I mean who does? And I've actually got some right here, and it's got this faint yellow tinge to it, which I just think adds to the aesthetic. So order Tappy Tap and use code HAK45 for 100% off plus shipping and handling. So cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, don't you enjoy it? Let me take one more hit about this. Mm.
Yeah,
It's actually...
yeah, it's great. So yeah, just go to tappytap.com/fluoride and then put
Oh.
HAK45 for 100% off plus shipping and handling. Ugh.
Anyways, did you hear about the new Invincible teaser trailer?
I
How's
did.
that?
I did. It's pretty good. But before we carry on with that, I
Yeah.
just want to address something really quick. So, as you can probably see, if you scroll back on our little feed there, it's been a while since we've uploaded. So the thing is, I can't really go into details about why, but there was a thing with a prison in Guatemala, and then there was a whole presidential election thing. That was the thing. What else? I got pregnant at one point. I don't know how, but I managed to get pregnant somehow. So yeah, cutting a very long story short, shit hit the fan. But hopefully we're gonna be back to doing regulars. If not, we're just gonna throw some stuff up every now and again when we feel like it. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, deal with it basically. Pussies.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I love you all. I love you all really. Right. So yeah. Anyway, Invincible trailer. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good to be fair. I mean, it's only like a minute and a half long maybe, but we actually got a release
Yeah,
date this time.
yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be delayed, 2 times or
Yeah,
3 or 4.
and I bet it's not going to have a 4 month hiatus in the middle of it for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, oh, can we talk about that season though?
Mm.
That season was just up and down.
You gotta
It
wait.
was
You gotta
really up
wait.
and
Hold
down.
on. We don't want complaints. Spoiler warning for Invincible seasons 1 and 2. You probably watched it by now. If you haven't, then on your own head be it. So give him 5 seconds. Give him 5 seconds to leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyway, so yeah, season 2 of Invincible. It was
Wow.
okay. It wasn't the worst.
No, it was better than the boys.
Oh, don't even
Better
get me
than the
fucking
boys.
started on this final season of The Boys. Well, not the final, the
Okay,
last season
okay,
that's
that's a
just gone.
topic. That's a topic at itself. But let's talk about Invincible first.
Yeah, so fight scenes as ever, perfect. The fight scenes were brilliant. Um,
Yeah.
it's just if you look at the show and you look at the comic, it's two completely different things. Like they're trying
Oh
to
yeah.
jam years worth of comics into like one episode. You know what I mean? And it makes
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
sense. And I'm sorry, but what did they do to my boy Nolan, man? I mean, I know he does that in the comics, but he's just a whiny little bitch throughout the whole thing. And then he's not there for the first fucking
Lord
season. Then
forgive
the
me.
last episode, he's like a whiny. Last 2 episodes he's in or whatever, he's like a whiny little bitch. And then just out of nowhere, he's just like, I think I missed my wife. Like, you called her a pet not fucking a year ago. What do you want about?
Exactly, until fucking Steve Harvey, just snapped his fucking back,
He literally is Steve Harvey as well.
Steve Harvey, bro. Literally,
Literally.
literally,
Fuck me.
Steve Harvey just comes out of nowhere and just fucking, I don't know. He just sumo slammed his back with his whole entire weight.
Just
I mean,
banged
just
him.
look at
Just
Steve
literally
Harvey.
banged fucking Dark Knight Rised him against the wall or some shit. Just
Exactly,
fucking...
man. My gosh. Like, oh gosh, Steve Harvey, man. But anyways, I mean, come on, let's don't sleep on Jay Jonah this time though. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't sleep on that guy.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons, man, he deserves like an Oscar or an Emmy or something because he's just everything he's in is just gold. I love him so much. I just love that guy.
There's a lot of emotion.
Yeah, man. Like, I can't picture anyone else voicing him. That's the thing. Like, I might be wrong, but didn't they use his voice for the game that he was in, the Mortal Kombat game?
They actually use his real voice, yes.
So there you go. I mean, like, you can't have anyone else play him. It's like, you can have whoever you want, but at the end of the day, if he's not playing him, it's not the same character. He just brings us just this guttural, just realness to the character that I love so much. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just
so
like
good.
it's just like replacing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I mean, okay, that's happened before, okay, but we're talking about the Maguire series itself.
Someone can play Spider-Man, but Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I agree because all right, I know it's gonna piss off some people when I say this, but Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man.
Hands down.
Hands down, yes, because I've heard some people go, "Oh, what about Andrew Garfield?" That's not Spider-Man.
He's not even in the conversation. Fuck off.
No.
I'm sorry. Look
no,
look at the movies, right, side by side. Spider-Man's 1, 2, and 3. What have you got? The first one, man driven crazy by power. Peter finally learns about responsibility, embodies that perfectly, right? There's all the stakes in that first film. Second movie, man gets driven insane with power, right? Thinks he's helping the world and he has a god savior complex. He's the only one that can save this fucking dying planet that we're on. He tries to fix it, realizes the error of his ways, and sacrifices himself. And Peter, again, he realizes that, responsibility, but they can overcome it. Him and MJ are going to be together. Spider-Man 3, right? A lot of people shit on Spider-Man 3. It's good. It's really good. Like, okay, one thing that always bugs me, right, is they go on about how bad it was. And yes, the emo Maguire stuff was fucking stupid. I'll admit that, right?
Oh yeah, the bully Maguire.
Look at the final scene in that movie, right? Peter walks into a bar. MJ is singing "I'm Through with Love," right, by Marilyn Monroe. I maintain one of the best heartbreak songs of all time, right?
Oh yeah.
She stops, looks at Peter, meets him up. They don't kiss. There's no big happy moment. It's just a quiet moment of, yeah, we've been through some shit, but hopefully we can get through it. It's just dripping with hope, that final scene. It's so good. Compare that to Garfield's 2 movies. Man loses his arm, injects himself with the lizard cum or whatever, grows his arm back, and for some reason that makes him go insane. Wants to turn everyone into an army of lizards. And the second one, some fucking guy who's got saved by Spider-Man gets this weird stalker complex about him, turns blue because he got electrocuted by like electric eels. And that's it. And like how Harry Osborn gets like goblin AIDS or something, and only Spider-Man's blood can save him. But never mind, the goblin juice can save him. And now he's crazy and he kills what's her face.
Yeah, and also doesn't he get mad? Doesn't Electro get mad just because if you don't recognize me?
Literally, like, I'm sorry, but how many millions of people are there in New York City, and how many thousands of those people does he save on the daily?
Yeah, literally.
The
man did a Michael Jackson, bro, except blue.
It pisses me off that people even think that is a good Spider-Man movie, and it's like when he was in is it Far From Home, the latest one, the Disney trash that they've just released, right?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so bad. Oh." He's like, "Look at you guys compared to me. Oh." And he's like, "Oh no, you're good." And I'm just like, "No, he's fucking not. No, he's fucking not. No, he isn't. He's just not. He's shit. He's shit Spider-Man. Peter Parker is a nerd. He is not a cool fucking hipster skater dude. He's just not. He isn't.
No, yeah. I hate
He's
how they
not.
made him look like some sort of like they made him some like how do I say this? He's just something
Something that the
out
teenage
of
girl
Twilight, bro.
fans
I'm
literally, he's like
sorry. Sorry
Robert
if I'm stuttering a
Pattinson in
lot. I'm just eating my
Twilight.
chips too, bro.
It's cool,
So
man.
it's
It's like
uh
he's like Robert Pattinson in Twilight. He's just something that the teenage girls can gush over, but that's not him.
Don't get me wrong.
That guy.
Andrew Garfield's a good actor. He's a good actor, but
Hacksaw Ridge loved him, but he's not
oh
Spider-Man.
yeah.
I'm sorry, he's just not.
Mm-mm.
It'd
Mm-mm.
be the equivalent of casting, I don't know, like Danny DeVito to play the Joker. You just don't do it. There are some
Mm-hmm.
characters that not every actor can play, and I'm sorry, but okay. That guy should not have a hobby of creating web shooters and photography. That is not him. That's not him. The skater stuff with that, yeah, fair enough. What about everything else? Where did that come from? Someone that good
Also,
looking in a movie, because
why is he
again,
not a nerd?
it's not real life. It ain't real life. So someone who looks like that in that movie should not have those hobbies. He should look like a fucking nerd.
Yeah, well, that's what Peter Parker is. Have you seen him in the comics?
He's just an everyday Joe schmuck trying to do good.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god, it's like,
He's only 17 too. It's like, bro, that man does not look 17. He looks freaking 22.
mind you, in fairness though, Tobey Maguire was in like his mid fucking 30s or something. To be fair, he was in like, wasn't he in
He
like
looked
his
young.
late 20s, early 30s?
Late 20s.
One thing that does make me laugh in that movie though is that the guy who they got to play the teacher looks like he's like maybe 17 or 18, and everyone in the class looks like they're like 8 years older than him. It always makes me die laughing.
Oh
Fuck
yeah,
me.
that shit is funny.
But like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, no, but how did we go from J.K. Simmons to Spider-Man? Fucking hell.
Uh-uh.
I lost my train of thought now.
I mean, either way, it's a pot. You know, it's across the pond. Come on, we can talk about whatever we want.
Literally,
I mean-
it's our platform. If you got a problem with it, don't watch Simples. Fuck off. I'm joking. I love you all really. But no, those
I mean,
those
oh, I
Spider-Man
know,
movies
I know who
are
to,
so
I know,
good.
I know who tell. I know who to tell to fuck off.
Mm.
Can I tell you this?
Go on.
Can I tell you this?
Yeah.
I think we should tell, and I know people are gonna be mad when I say this, right? I think we should tell the producers of The Boys that made this season to go fuck off because I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that was horrific.
Yeah,
It
that was a
was
struggle
just
to watch.
horrific.
The only episode that was worth anything was the
Homelander.
one where Homelander went fucking insane, because that's what we want, right?
Well,
I
I mean,
don't
that's what
get
revived
why
it.
they've shoved this gay shit down our throats. Like, everything in the season is gay or fruity in one way or another. I don't have a problem with gay representation in media, really. I really don't have a problem with it. But why would you make that the
Why
whole
is Frenchie
season?
automatically gay though? That's my
Like,
question.
okay, we always knew that he was a bit fruity. Like, they said it as jokes,
Well,
but
yeah.
this season, they forced it down your throat.
Excuse me.
Like, and also, he's a fucking psychopath. He finds this guy, sleeps with him, gets a connection with him, figures out that he murdered his fucking parents, and then still carries on the lie anyway. Why wouldn't you just dump him? You murdered his mum and dad, for Christ's sake.
I mean, yeah, that's some psychopathic shit right there,
That's
man.
weird, man. And also,
And also
what
the
was
thing-
the killer sheep and all that? And then he gets depressed and he wants to go into prison or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, we can't get him out. You're with the CIA. You could literally just wave your hand and he could walk out of there."
Well,
What?
yeah, and that's the yeah, literally, they're like, "Oh, arrest me! I murdered someone." They're like, okay," and they're like,
What
"And
did
why,
they
why,
do?
why didn't they check on his record that, oh yeah, you're a CIA agent? Don't
What
you murder
did
people
they
on a daily?"
do to my boy Mother's Milk, man? What did they do to Mother's Milk?
Oh,
Why
I
does
think
he
it's
all
just
of a
him
sudden
getting
have a
older.
conscience about killing people? Right, he's lost a bunch of weight, so now he just looks like a skinny dude. For like the first episode to an episode and a half, I genuinely thought they swapped the actor out because that body transformation is insane. He looks like a completely
in
different
fairness,
guy.
he is getting older.
Yeah, fair enough. So keeping that, muscle mass might be a bit more difficult. I don't know, I'm a fat fuck. But why did he gain a conscience all of a sudden? Like, he's never had a problem with killing people before. All of a sudden, he shoots one black woman, and that's it. That's it then. He's got a... and then he collapses and dies. What?
Yeah, literally. And
And
also, the
also,
thing is
I don't
too,
give
right?
a
It's like,
fuck what you tell me. That was not a panic attack. That was a fucking heart attack. That was a heart
I
attack.
know.
I have
the
had
fuck?
panic attacks, and I have panic attacks myself. And never once have I gone. That is not
never
what
once
happens
I
in
had
a
to
panic
ever-
attack.
Now, one time, I think, if you remember, one time where you were like that was when you were choking on the pizza and I was laughing.
Oh yeah. Fun
Oh,
fact.
oh, you can
So
tell
fun
that. You
story.
can tell that
Yeah,
story.
I'll do a little quick vignette. Why not? So we were watching a show called Black Mirror. Really good show. Really, really good show. Highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Latest season's a bit crap, but everything before the last season that's just come out, chef's kiss. Double chef's kiss, right? Anyway, we were watching this one particular episode, and he was cracking jokes, as my boy Tony does. He does it all the time. And I had ordered in some pizza because I was hungry, and it was a cold winter night, and I couldn't be bothered cooking for
And he's
myself.
fat.
Fuck that, and I'm a fat fuck. So, come on, Tony, that wasn't very nice, was it? That was unnecessary.
Yeah, you're right.
Wasn't
But you're
very
still
nice.
fucking fat.
So anyway, I ordered in this pizza, right? And I'm just there munching away as you do. And as I was munching, he made a joke. I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but it
I
was.
remember. I
Go on,
remember.
go on.
It was when the van ran over the girl, and I was like, oh man, like
No,
imagine if
spoilers, man.
imagine.
Spoilers. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Yeah.
I think it's season 3, and it's called Black Museum, right? And spoiler warning for the episode Black Museum. All right, carry on.
Yeah. So I remember it was a couple, and they were at the park, and they were gonna take a picture, and all of a sudden, yeah, mind you, right? This was the fucking sidewalk in the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, just imagine if a van fucking runs over. And right when I said up, the fucking van, a
Van
random
comes
van.
in, knocks this bitch down, and I died laughing with this pizza still in my
I
mouth.
predicted it.
Right? He predicted it perfectly. We've never watched this show before. Imagine if a car just comes over now and knocks it down, and then as soon as he does that, Van comes in and licks the bitch, right? Knocks her out. Huh. When I said I nearly died laughing, I wasn't kidding because he made me laugh and I inhaled and this huge chunk of pizza was still in my fucking mouth, right? So I've gone and Tony's laughing because he thinks that he's got me and I'm like and I'm there for like a good minute and a half and it took, a good 40 seconds for this cunt to realise that I was being serious. So he's laughing at me while I'm dying now. I got this huge chunk of just dough and cheese and hot shit in my throat and I'm just there trying to give myself the Heimlich maneuver, smacking myself on the back. This motherfucker's cackling away like at me dying. I was literally choking to death, right? I beat myself. I punched myself so fucking hard. Eventually managed to dislodge the fucking thing. Coughed and fucking blah all over the fucking place. He's silent, by the way. And I just like, ugh. And I lay on the fucking floor and I'm just like, trying to catch my fucking breath. And while I'm huffing and puffing, this fucker starts laughing again. And all he said was when I picked the mic back up after I cleaned up, he was like, I'm sorry. And that was it. That's all he did. He didn't, like,
Started laughing
nothing.
again.
Just starts laughing again.
The thing is, I thought you were joking, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh shit, he's joking. Well, can't do anything about it. And all of a sudden I'm like, well, actually, you know what? Let me call 119. Isn't it 119? 119 or whatever over there?
999.
Yeah, 999. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 999 or whatever, right? I was like, you know, maybe I should do that. Right when I was about to call it, all of a sudden I hear, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh damn. It's like, dude. Honestly, when he
nearly dying.
Oh gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I did not know that you were dying. Oh my gosh. It took me to like, what made me realize that okay, he's actually being serious was when he fucking hurled like like some shit out of fucking I don't
The
know,
Exorcist.
like the Alien movies. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Like literally, except fatter and larger.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Where was I? Because you completely took me out of it.
Oh yeah, you were talking about how you just almost died.
Yeah, before that.
Oh, when I think we were talking. Oh yeah, the boys. Yes, the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
The boys.
Okay, so they butchered Frenchie. They butchered MM. Right, Huey's more or less always the same as he has been, but that one scene, and again because it's YouTube, we can't go into detail, but when let's just say when the boys gave us their take on Charlotte's Web, if you catch my drift. You know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Huey gets slimed, shall we say? I don't know if I can say this word. When he's in the rich man's basement, that scene, right, makes a complete mockery of
Bruce
the
Wayne,
comic. What happens in the comic, by the way. Side rant, by the way. Do not read the boys' comics. If you've only watched the show,
it's terrible.
If you have only watched the show, for the love of God, please do not read the boys' comics, because it is nothing alike. They share a few story beats and that's it. It is the most abhorrent, abysmal thing I have ever read, and that's not in a good way. It's not like Terrifier 3 where the violence is gratuitous and, it's just abhorrent thing after abhorrent thing. It's terrible. It's awful.
It's just like if you and this is coming from someone who's actually read like horror novels where you're like, damn, holy shit, that's messed up. But this is pretty good. With, like horror wise, or freaking, just description wise too. You're like, damn, this is insane. But with the boys, you're like, oh.
I have read American Psycho, the book, right? I have read it from cover to cover, and half the stuff in there doesn't even come close to what's in the boys' comic. It's abhorrent.
And that's saying something.
Don't read it. There's 1,000,001 other comics out there that are way better. I'm not even saying it's a bad comic in terms of like writing and stuff. In terms of story, it's fine. But the stuff that happens in it, and just the violence and stuff. I love violence. I love that type of shit, right? But it's just gratuitous and it's awful. Don't read it. Side rant over. Don't read it. So yeah, they destroyed. So Huey's character was more or less the same, except he finally actually has a realistic moment where he's like, I'm not okay. Annie was just Annie. She's whatever. She's having a Spider-Man 2 losing her powers for no reason type moment. Butcher, I can't say, right, okay, spoiler alert for the boys, watch it. Just watch it, right? Just watch it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there we go, you've had plenty of time. I called that twist with Butcher, right? From the very first episode that Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character was on screen, I fucking called that was going to happen, that it's in his head. I called it.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was a delusion.
Nobody acknowledged him.
I called it. No one else acknowledged him. He's only them two in the room together, never anyone else. I called it. And that moment when he turns around to Becca and says, oh, shut up, you dumb bitch, or whatever it is he said, right? I fucking knew it. I knew it. And the sense, just the rush of just awesomeness that I felt. Because I'm really good at this shit, like, from a narrative standpoint, right? Like, I predicted basically the entire plot to Venom 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let There Be Carnage. Like, we were sat down and we were just spitballing ideas of what Venom Carnage 2, Let There Be Carnage would be like. And I predicted exactly what was going to happen, to the point where I said, yep, Cletus Cassidy's going to be he's going to be, Carnage and whatnot. He's going to get hold of the symbiote, and then him and Venom are going to break up, and they're going to have like an actual breakup montage, and then he's going to be using his own detective powers on his own, and then they finally get back together. I called everything in that movie. I called it. So I'm good at this shit, right? And I fucking knew when Jeffrey Dean Morgan and him was on screen from the first scene, I was like, nah, it's in his fucking head. This ain't real. So that was really good. I really like what they've done with Butcher, except for how they show his powers, like the super tumors thing.
Oh my gosh. Like, it was just so out of nowhere.
The Doctor the Doctor Tumor Puss that he turns into.
Yes. Like,
literally.
I was just... Okay, spoiler alert. Spoiler. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The way how he killed... was it Newman, right?
Newman,
what was her name again?
Yeah, Newman, yeah. Natalie Newman.
The way how Natalie was killed. Holy shit! Oh my gosh! Ripped her. Okay, mind you, she's a top tier soup.
She's like up there.
And this man managed to. Yeah, well, yeah. She is a top tier soup, right? Not on the Homelander's level, but
she's up there.
Top tier.
She's very up there.
I would say she's high tier, right? Not Homelander level, but she's high tier, right?
Yep.
But easily ripped apart a high tier soup, like, in half.
Yep.
I was just like, huh? How?
Yep. Yep.
How?
Like, there's
How?
just so much what the fuckery in this latest season, man. Like,
And then,
Black Noir, what's happened with him, the plot for what again, I can't really go into specifics, but what they did with him in the comics basically is it's not gonna happen. There's no way it can happen. So
no,
now
no, no.
they've got to find a way to end it without using the comic source material, which ain't great.
Yeah.
It
And also,
it
Black
doesn't
Noir,
help.
he can fly. He can
Yep,
fly now.
he can fly now. Yeah,
And yeah, he can fly now, and he's also invulnerable
and he's got a
to
murder
a certain
boner
extent.
apparently.
Yep. Both
Yeah.
of them do.
Now let's talk about the big elephant in the room when it comes to the boys, right?
Yeah.
Fuck Sister Sage. Fuck her. Fuck
Oh
that
my
bitch.
gosh.
Fuck that
Oh
bitch.
my gosh.
She's
She's okay.
shit.
Yeah, and also super smart. Okay, cool. No, super smart.
She's
My ass.
living
I'm
in a
sorry, bro.
rat-infested apartment in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. She's not. There's
In
no
Detroit.
evidence for this. There's no
Shout out to
evidence
Eminem.
for her being smart. There's no evidence for this. It's like everything that's smart that she does is more or less off screen. Like there's a couple of like attempting to be like Game of Thrones-esque moments where she's like,
She's
"Oh,
just
I
like,
knew
okay,
that this guy
she's
would do
just
this because he said this and da 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 da."
she's just like Neil deGrasse. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Literally, like, oh my fucking god, that one scene at the very end when Homelander's like all upset because things haven't gone his way, and Sister Sage walks in. He's like, "You're gonna trust me now
I knew
because
everything.
we've got this and this and this and da 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 da. You need to trust me. You need to trust me. You have not given any. It's literally you are supposed to show, not tell." You could have even done it with a couple of flashbacks where it shows her writing some shit down or finding some documents or anything, and that would have been fine. But you didn't do that. You just had us assume that she's a strong, independent woman and she knew everything from the beginning. Being a strong, independent woman is fine, but you need to be able to back it up. And also,
Yeah.
she's got regeneration, but only in her brain, right? I want you to remember that. Only in the brain
Only in
area.
her
Just
brain,
the
yep.
brain. So she gives herself, like, lobotomies and shit. We've given you enough spoiler warnings. I'm not saying it again. I've had enough now.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
gives herself lobotomies in order to be stupid so she can feel comfortable because intelligence is such a curse, right?
Sure.
This bitch gets shot in the head by MM. That's what triggers his little... right? Gets shot in the head, right? The brain regenerates. What about the hole in the skull? Why does that regenerate?
Yeah. It's like okay. So only her head.
There's no
Only her
evidence
head.
that anything else on her body can regenerate. So could she theoretically live as a head in a jar?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. She got shot in the head.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
should
also,
be dead.
And also, okay. Can we talk about the ending? What the hell was that?
Mm.
What was that? Oh my gosh.
Butcher
Okay, and I
makes
don't
it
care.
out. He disappears. Frenchie
Yeah.
and Kimiko
Kimiko
are now
somehow
apparently
gets
apparently
like,
together, even though they've been teeing them up all episode as brother sister basically. All the last
Yeah.
few seasons they've been brother sister, and
and
now
they somehow get captured.
they
How
get
do they get
captured.
captured?
Kimiko
How?
is like top level soup. She's really up there. She's like high B tier, 100%. She's a high B
I
tier
would say
soup.
a high B tier.
She
I
gets
would
her
say so.
ass whooped by that. Isn't it by that bitch who can like use telekinesis or whatever?
Um, no, it was the girl that can whisper anything in her mind. Well, whisper anything to you and like trance you, versus a guy that has super strength.
Uh huh.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you mean to tell me that Kimiko can't rip apart that guy? He's only a teen, and
They both
she's
get
o-
taken
and
out.
she's
Just
yeah. Tell me, okay,
gone.
tell me this. Kimiko is an experienced guerrilla soldier who has fought in multiple different conflicts, right?
She's also been fighting with the boys for however many years.
And she went toe. Okay, even though she got her ass whooped by Stormfront, she still held her own.
She held her own
She
against
still
Black
did.
Noir. She's held her own against Stormfront. I don't know how many other fucking gorillas she's held up against. She killed a whole fucking facility full of armored guards with nothing but a dildo collection.
Yeah, and you mean to tell me that this random soup that has just super strength just beats her? How?
Apparently.
Like how? It's like, oh yeah, they got yeah. He's that strong. It's like how? He's only a teenager.
Yep. I will admit,
How?
love sausage. The love sausage bit with MM was funny.
that was funny. But
Literally, just like
also,
car from the Jungle Book, just fucking snakes its way up his back and wraps around him and drops him to the ground. That was funny.
it literally knocks him out with his dick. Oh my
Literally.
gosh.
But isn't he like he's a
Uh,
good guy in the comics, isn't he?
who loves sausage?
Yeah,
I don't remember
I
because
think he
I
is.
hate that comic.
Yeah, I think he is. But anyway, by the by, that was just a quick little aside
And
there.
yeah,
But
yeah,
then the
yeah.
ending,
Anyways,
Starlight is not like Homelander level, but she's still a good power, right? She can blind people and
I would
whatever.
say she's an A tier, like mid A tier.
Instead of saving Huey, Huey gets kidnapped, and instead of trying to save him, she just rockets up
Just
into
zooms
the
away.
sky, just zoom, right? That's all well and good. When did she learn to fly? Because before this, we've only seen her hover like 6 feet in the air. And that's only because all the studio lights were turned up, so there was more electricity. Where did she get the power from? Because it's not established that she can siphon the sun. So, is it electricity or is it light that she works from?
Yeah,
Because
nobody
they
knows.
were on a dock, and all there was there were, like, street lights. They weren't
They
even
were in the
on.
middle of a road. They were literally in the middle of a road.
So, there was nothing around. And I'm sure it was supposed to be electrical
was
energy
just
that
a
she
car.
works off, right? She can pull
It was just
energy.
a car that was there.
So she
That's it,
pulls enough energy to rocket away like fucking Superman. And not only does she somehow have the power to do that, all of a sudden somehow, but she also knows how to do that. How?
Yeah, and then just leaves Huey right there.
The power of plot convenience. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
and also by the way, how did they all get captured? Oh yeah, Vought knew where they were coming from. Like, how?
How?
From
They've been
where?
evading them
When?
for years now. Where did they get the tracking device? How did they figure out where they were
Yeah.
going to go? Butcher didn't
And
drop
also,
them in
how
it,
did they
because why
know?
would he?
How'd they know that they were on a CIA watch list? How?
Yeah,
How did they know
How?
they were on a protection plan?
good
How?
question.
Tell me.
Good question.
And it's like, oh yeah, like they just somehow like have the resources to. But how? The fucking CIA. You mean to tell
Also,
me
they need
that
to
Vought
make
has?
up what they're doing with some of these characters, man. It's so annoying.
You mean to tell me that Vought has better intelligence than the fucking CIA?
Apparently.
You mean to tell me that?
Apparently so. And they need to
How?
decide what they're doing with a bunch of characters. Like I said, what the constant flip flop they did with Ryan really fucking irritated me.
I don't like that at all.
Is he an entitled little shit like his dad, or is he the one exception to the rule? Like,
Yeah.
I get that in the final episode he killed. Is it Grace? Is her name? Yeah, Grace, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grace Stillwell. Is it?
Yeah. So well, yeah.
Yeah. So I get that he'd be conflicted there. That makes narrative sense. But like in the previous episodes, he'd be like, "I don't want to do this. This is bad. I don't want to kill people." To you should get on your knees and apologize. I'm gonna laser your fucking head off. To oh, but Butcher said I shouldn't be mean. To oh, Butcher, you said that I killed my mum and my dad's the best. Like, make up your fucking mind, dude. Is he an entitled little cunt or is he a nice kid? Which is it? Because it can't be. It can't be both. It can't. In this universe, you're either good or you're evil. There's no nuance at all.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Fuck, man. Jesus. Yeah. So, Boys season 4, was it 4 or 5?
It was season 4.
4. Yep. Boys season 4.
Yeah.
Bad. It just le bad. Boys season 4 le bad. It was terrible. The only episode worth watching was the Homelander episode. I thoroughly enjoyed that because that is the Homelander that we want. Just a thoroughly insane, doesn't give a fuck, will do whatever the fuck he wants kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Like that one scene where he puts the guy in the oven. Bro.
I think he forced him to. Literally.
He literally just put him in the oven. And he lays
like, damn.
that guy right through the Jap's eye as well. That was fucking funny.
Oof.
And no, that's not a racist comment. Well, it kind of is. Shut up. Right through the eye of the needle. He just... That is not a nice way to go, man. Imagine being turned into a eunuch with laser precision. Jesus.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, we need more Homelander like that. Like Homelander is like one of my favorite villains, like hands down. He's just maniacal. There's no saving him. He is literally. He's the Sigma mindset, like toxic masculinity defined. Literally, he's
He
perfect.
reminds me of the American Psycho.
Yep,
Honestly,
100%.
Patrick Bateman.
He's Patrick Bateman if he had Superman powers. 100%.
I agree. I
100%.
literally, yeah. Cause dude, come on, you can't tell me that Patrick Bateman won't do all that shit.
Mhm. Mate,
Yeah.
it's like the old saying goes, absolute power corrupts abso-fucking-lutely. I mean, you would do the exact same shit if you had Homelander's powers, as I would as well. I know I fucking would.
Hmm.
I need to
Oh
get
yeah.
me some more of this tappy tap shit, man. It's actually really good.
Oh, of course. Oh, what was that?
Oh, that was just my chair. Yeah.
Oh yeah, your chair's about to break. You fat
Yeah.
fuck.
No,
I always knew
can't.
you were so giant, massive, just round, and I don't know. You're built like a fucking grapefruit, honestly, bro. Literally. My gosh. I always knew you were like that, especially with your freaking Minecraft head, bro. My goodness. You always look like the Minecraft Steve. Did I ever tell you that? Except, big and fat and not squared. You're just round.
So is there anything else you want to talk about?
Uh, Definitely not your weight since, like how big you are. But anyways, so, yeah. What was I gonna say? So,
Something about my weight, probably.
well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, let's talk about something that you like. About you like food, right? You definitely like food. I mean, oh, look at you. Um, so, how's how's Lunchleys that everyone's mad about?
I'm sorry, give me a sec. You caught me off guard. Oh man, like that was a bit. That was a bit, but it. I was gonna be depressed and I was gonna say something, but he caught me completely off guard. Oh right, okay. Yeah, Lunchleys. Dog shit, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah,
dude, do they really think that they're gonna take down Lunchables? They're not
apparently
going
so.
to. Lunchables has been there since like what, the 90s?
It's got it's
Like literally.
it's it's just I don't
It has too
understand
much of a
what they're
big fan base.
doing. I don't understand what it is they're trying to accomplish here.
A healthier option for kids to eat lunch.
Yeah,
But
you're
no,
just pushing
fuck off.
chemical crap on children. It's what it
Dude,
is. Like, can we just say what everyone is thinking? Mr. Beast is fucking evil. There is something about him. He has done
oh
or
dude,
he
look
has
at him.
sold his
Look at him.
soul to the fucking devil. Hundred
Oh,
percent.
look at him. No, dude, look at him. No, dude. The way how he expresses himself. Because as a human being, you express yourself, right? Through your eyes, through your hands, through
Uh
whatever.
huh.
When you look into his eyes just cold.
There's nothing there.
Like, no, dude, there's no. Do you remember the old, like, oh yeah, I make videos in my backyard and, like to enjoy life
Microwave
to
and a
the fullest.
microwave, microwave and a microwave, and those types of videos, like the old
Yep.
Mr.
Who
Beast.
can
Yeah, of
leave the
course.
circle last?
It was fun.
Who can leave the
It
circle
was fun.
last? Who can Lamborghini, you know, on your, leave your hand on the Lamborghini, you'll get it. It's like, I loved his old videos, man. I
Hmm.
really did. Old Mr. Beast was, you know what? He's a nobody who became somebody.
Literally.
Like, like, honestly, I was like, you know what? I feel like he's the underdog of YouTube. At one point.
But
At one point.
I tell you where it started to go wrong was the whole PewDiePie thing. Because then he realised that he's got some actual power with his platform, right? And it just snowballed from there. Like, it's all a scam. Everything there is a scam. These people, like,
Well,
win a private jet. You can't afford to run a private jet. So you're going
do
to
you
tell
remember the
me that
illegal
you are
gambling in
then going to
Australia?
buy a jet back from someone for the same price that you paid for it. How would you make any money if you did that, you fucking fool?
Do you remember the Lamborghini scam in Australia?
And re-enlighten me. It's been a while. I've been out of the JB law for a while.
Oh, dude, that man promised, okay, if you win a slot machine and
Mm,
get Lamborghinis, 3 Lamborghinis in a row, you will get an actual real Lamborghini. People
okay.
have won it, and people have not received their Lamborghinis.
Mm,
And in order for you to get this code or whatever, you have to buy a Feastables chocolate bar. Let's let's
mm.
let's face it, that's worse than Hershey's, or
It
it
it's
has
it's worse
it
than dog
has the
shit.
same ingredients.
It tastes
It
like
has the
dog
same
shit.
ingredients
It's
except yeah, no,
awful.
dude. Yeah, I like how he was trying to beef with Hershey's, and Hershey's clapped back and was like, "Well, dude, everyone's gonna pick me over you.
Hmm.
Don't start this, man. Don't start this." Also, by the way, who's using Hershey's for s'mores?
Mm,
Oh, yeah, campers. Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. Yeah, so lay off our field. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
when will
Like
you ever buy?
this is the thing. It's just crap that these kids buy in the droves, right? But like Prime, for example, right? I know this isn't
Yeah,
Jimmy Beast, but it's the same thing. It's shit. It's chemicals. It's crap. Like
it is.
it's labeled as this
Gonna water my
isotonic
ass.
whatever sports drink, Prime, right? It's shit. It's a workout drink. It's not meant to be drunk just as is. And these kids,
No,
because they don't know any better, will just chug this shit down. What's in it? High fructose corn syrup, water, coconut water, which acts as a laxative, by the way, and just shit, just dog shit. It's just filled with hopes and dreams and
and
dog
it has
shit, and it's
electrolytes,
put into a
but not the
clean,
good ones.
nice, colourful bottle with big letters on it. And these kids, because they've got no sense of anything, they will pay a fortune for it. And anything that Mr. Beast gets his hands on, it's the exact same shit. Have you tried a Mr. Beast chocolate bar? It tastes fucking
I've
awful.
never tried it.
It's
I've never tried it in
disgusting.
my life, and I don't.
I tried the original and I tried the peanut butter one. It's awful. You get like it's not even an inch thick, this chocolate bar, right? It's like half an inch thick, and it tastes of nothing. It tastes of shit. It tastes awful. It's like cooking chocolate. You know what I mean? It's not meant to be consumed like that. And
No, yeah.
like the Mr. Beast burger, just to show how little he gives a shit about these things. The only reason he chose the chocolate business over the Mr. Beast kitchen shit is because he couldn't control the quality. With the chocolate, he says there's like 3 ingredients in it, so on and so on. Yeah, blah blah fucking blah. Yeah, you can tell there's 3 ingredients in it because it doesn't fucking taste of anything. It's awful.
Exactly. And also
And
the
look
thing
at the
is too.
lunchies. I'm calling them lunchies. Lunchlies is such a weird thing to say. It doesn't roll off the
Yeah,
tongue.
Lunchies sounds better. Like,
I'm
why can't
calling
you
them
just name
lunchies,
it?
right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything on that, something that's interesting, everything on there, right, is labeled as the taco or the ham sandwich or whatever. Like it's got like names and shit, right? Like creative
Yeah,
names,
but
like
where's the nutritional
the
fact?
fiery taco or whatever, right? The pizza is just called the pizza in quotation marks because it legally cannot be classified as a pizza. Like none
Yeah.
of this is food. You should. What's in it? Whatever the main little bit is in that meal, so a teeny pizza, a tiny ham sandwich, or a little hunk of fucking dog shit, or whatever, right? A prime drink, which again, it's worse than an energy drink. It's for building muscle, so it's to replenish electrolytes and minerals and everything after an intense workout.
Yeah.
It's not
Yep.
meant to be drunk like soda or fucking LaCroix, right? And a Mr. Feastable's fucking chocolate bar. My guy,
Yeah, and
that
also,
is not food. That is not a
you know
meal.
what? You know what? Next podcast, and next podcast, I will personally buy, Lunchleys,
And review
and
it
I
live
will
on the
have
show.
my exact reaction.
You'll review it live
No,
on the
yeah,
show. Nice. Bet. We'll do that.
yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah. No, and just to prove it, I will send you pictures.
Hell yeah.
I
So,
will send you pictures of me holding it and then taking a bite out of it,
my
like
guys,
just to
right,
show proof.
my friends, the exact moment
My gals as well.
yeah, and all variations thereof, whatever gender pronoun makes you feel comfortable. Ugh, can't believe I just said that. Anyway, you ever catch yourself off guard? I just did that. The exact moment that Mr. Beast lost all integrity in my eyes, he was building wells and shit in Africa, right? And he's having a moment where, there's kids running around. It's like one of those, like, charity commercials where, there's a bunch of kids and they've got, like, flies buzzing around them and they're, like, really sad and malnourished and like, they're gonna die, right? Then Mr. Beast floats in on his magical cloud of equity and he comes down to all these starving African children and go, "Fear not, young children, I will fix you." And he waves his magical hands and then all
He
of a
just
sudden...
gives them a Feastables chocolate
hold
bar.
on. All of a sudden, poof! Thousands of wells come up, just water's there, and they're all happy and running around. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's not all bad. Very next shot, they're all there with Mr. Beast fucking Feastable bars, and I'm like, it's over. This man has sold his fucking soul to the devil. Nah.
I like how he smiled too when he gave him. I'm like,
It's
wait,
evil,
what the
man.
hell?
He's like
Oh
he's
my-
like a caricature. He's literally the
Why-
evil CEO in a Disney movie. 100%.
Why couldn't you just give him actual healthy things? Yeah, give them chocolate.
Give them a sandwich. Give them a sandwich. Give them a chicken leg. Give them some ham. Give them something.
Give them
Not
some juice or
chocolate.
or something.
Not chocolate, which is it's actually stated to have less calories than your average chocolate bar. So if anything, it's worse for them, really. I mean, unless you've
Yeah.
got fucking refeeding syndrome where you've got to drip feed them little pieces of lettuce at a time so they don't fucking die. What? He's got no integrity at all, man, and I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't want to collab with Mr. Beast. Because I'm sorry, if he can defend, and again, I can't use this word because it'll probably get the thing taken down. If he can defend the people that he keeps in his friend circle, and you all know exactly who I'm talking about when I say this,
Yeah,
fuck
we know,
that
we
guy.
know.
He cut all ties with him. Motherfucker, you are going to tell me that this man, who was hanging around him for years, did not know what... I don't even know what name they go by now, so I'm just going to call them they. What they were up to, or what they were inclined with.
No, okay, okay.
Again,
Okay.
we've got to be very, very vague here, because I don't know what I can and can't
Yes.
say on YouTube
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
we
And
all
now
know
I will.
what
All right.
they were inclined to enjoy. We all know this.
Oh, of course. No, okay. I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm.
You know me, right? You know I like my girls a little bit older.
Mm-hmm.
Don't judge. People will tell me, "Why do you like your girls older?" Well, why not? I like to date girls who are like maybe 2 or maybe 3 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me. You've always known me for doing that, right?
Yeah.
But but right? Say for example, you didn't know that. Just
Mm-hmm.
I somehow did not tell you that I like that. How? How would you not figure that out? That's my question. How
That's a
would you
very
not
good
figure out that I
question.
like girls who are 2 years older than me or 3 years older than me? How would you not figure that out? In the 11 years you've known me, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
wait, like another one. I know, and I know the one thing that you like the most, which you've always made obvious: a nice juicy steak with mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah, love a steak. You can't beat a steak.
Oh, oh, and mashed potatoes on the side, fresh ones.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think I knew that he liked it? You don't think I know he likes it? People are gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, everyone likes steak. Not everyone does.
Nope.
Not everyone likes steak with mashed potatoes on the side with some good vegetables. No, you'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you mean to tell me that I did not know of his favorite meal
Nope.
for
Like,
over 11 years?
this guy did art for them. I'm going to keep calling them because I don't know what name they go by and I'm not
Go on
trying to get
ahead.
cancelled. Right?
Yep. We don't want Mr.
He
Beast's lawsuit coming
made
in.
art by a certain creator who, again, deep learning algorithm, I'm not going to say
Oof.
the name, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
person is known for making art of individuals of a certain age bracket, shall we say. And this shit was paraded on his wall. And Mr. Beast looked directly at it. Now, you can tell me that, okay, maybe it's not apparent of the age, whatever, right? You could say that. But I saw the image. It is clear how old that person is meant to be. It is obvious who it is meant to be. And that same
Oh yeah.
creator, by the way, the guy who creates that shit, and who should be in fucking prison, by the way, that guy
100%.
was the same guy who made that kind of art about DJ Killer Keemstar's daughter, who is, again, I don't know what I can and can't say, so I have to word it very carefully, of a certain age bracket.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And it's not like Mr. Beast isn't aware of these people, because he knows everyone. Anyone who's worth
dude.
knowing on the internet, Mr. Beast knows them.
Oh, dude, yeah. And the thing is too, right? What I don't understand is that, okay, how in the world did you not know that your best friend was,
That way
was
inclined.
that way? Yeah. Well, wouldn't you get any hints though
Mm-hmm.
over time? People are like, oh no, and people are gonna be like, oh no, if you hit it, no one can hide, no one can hide that long.
No.
Nobody can hide it for
No.
that long, bro. Like, I
And the
remember
man
one time when
has
I
just
remember
poofed
this.
off the
I remember
internet,
one
man.
time. I remember one time when Matt did find out I like girls who were older, that were 2 years or 3 years older than me. He would be like,
Older,
"Oh,
let's
so like,
specify older, like before anyone
yeah,
takes anything out of context. Older. Anyway, carry on.
yeah, yeah." Literally, right? He found out and noticed every girl I would date was either 2 years older than me or 3 years. And he asked me, he's like, "Do you like older girls?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Oh, well, okay." Wow, oh, that was obvious. I was
Not
like,
hard.
"Yeah,
Not a hard
yeah." I was
conclusion
like,
to come to.
"Yeah, yeah, yeah." I was like, "Oh, how is that obvious?" And I even asked him, "Oh, how was it obvious?" Because all your exes are like 2 or 3 years older than you.
Hmm
And I'm like, "Oh, well, fuck it then."
it's the exact same thing as I've always said about Leo DiCaprio, right? Because
Oh
again,
gosh, don't mention him.
I
Don't mention him.
can't go into detail,
Oh
and
my
I won't
gosh.
go into detail. But you've seen the age bracket that he dates in public, right?
Yep.
He went to Minecraft Steen's island, and he also
Yeah.
went to Diddy Kong's party.
And nothing like a Diddy Kong party.
Exactly, he was at both. So if he's at both, and we've seen the age bracket that he normally associates himself with, some people who aren't me might come to the conclusion that maybe possibly this man likes his company to be of a certain age bracket. This is not an accusation. This is merely an observation that someone who, again, is not me or anyone
Yeah.
affiliated with us
Just
might.
it's
That
just a
it's an
hypothesis.
observation that has led someone, again, who isn't me, who isn't anyone affiliated with us, to come to the conclusion that someone who may or may not be Leo DiCaprio may or may not be a person who likes them of a certain age bracket.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
And
think I said anything that'll get us sued though, right?
no, 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 no,
I
no,
hope not.
no,
Anyway,
no, no. But yeah. Oh, can we mention about since I mentioned about Lunchleys, or sorry, you know what, Lunchies. I'm sorry, I'm calling it Lunchies because
yeah.
Lunchleys. Say that five
Lunchleys,
times. Lunchleys.
Lunchleys. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
lunchies. Yeah,
No, it
lunchies.
doesn't
Fuck
roll
it.
off the tongue quickly. Like,
Just
I'll
get
tell
rid
you
of
this.
one letter. Problem solved.
Yeah, Lunchies. Boom. It's why lunch. I'm sorry, I can't even say it.
It was probably to
Lunchleys.
try and remove it from Lunchables because it is clearly just a rip-off.
Yeah. Look,
It's
I
like
was editing an L.
you guys have like Aldi over there, don't you? You have Aldis and stuff, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Well, it's
We
like the
do.
rip-off products there, right? It's packaged and the bottles or the packaging or whatever looks similar to the real product, but it's just removed far enough. It's an
Oh, I've
exact
seen a
same
lot of
thing.
bootleg
It's
ones.
a carbon copy of, say, Pringles, for
Cheerios.
argument's sake, or
Like, look at
Cheerios,
Cheerios, dude.
or like Hershey's or
Frosted
whatever.
Flakes.
But they'll change a bit around so it's just far enough away where they can't get sued. It's like a Hershey bar will become a herpes bar, Pringles will be turned to Prongles, and there'll be like a big
Oh
pig
yeah,
on
they
it.
have it all at Aldi's.
Like I said, Aldi's is the king of bootleg products, right? And Mr. Beast has
I
gone down that road 100%. Even like the packaging and the colours and the text and everything looks really similar to an actual fucking Lunchables box.
I will
100%.
admit. Okay, okay, okay. You gotta give them one thing. The packaging looks brighter and looks more appealing.
To children, yeah.
Yes, yes,
Which
it
is the
does.
primary
And
audience, let's not forget.
of course, now that's the one thing I will say. And I did look at the ingredients on it. There's an app where you can scan it. Now it's like, like 0 to 100 on how healthy it is.
Mm.
Lunchables rated as a 3 out of 100.
A
Three
3
out
out
of
of
100.
100. So it's essentially you'd be better
Now,
off eating asbestos or plutonium, really.
yeah, well, guess what? I scanned the like just out of curiosity. I didn't buy this. Now, mind you, this is when I was thinking of like actually doing a reaction or doing
Mm.
something on the podcast, right? It was just a thought in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? Let me scan this. I was in the store because I just wanted to get, my usual like Jack and Coke,
Mm.
and
Because you're a
all of a
functioning
sudden,
alcoholic, yeah.
yeah, of course, yeah, as certain people should hold accountable for.
Mm.
Anyways, so
It's not my fault, you fucking alky.
yeah, yeah. Anyways, so go in there, I find Lunchleys. I'm like, oh shit, well, let me scan it. It rated 5 out of 100. Don't get me wrong, okay. It is 2 points higher, and people are gonna be like, oh, well, then therefore it is healthier. Yeah, but at what cost?
By 2 points.
It's just 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 2 points. People are like, oh, well, 2 points make it. No, 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 no. If anything, it just proves how close they are in health.
Mm-hmm.
on how nutrition it can be.
Yep.
Like it just tells 5 out of 100, man. Come on,
Mhm.
come on, and you're telling me that's healthier for
Nah.
kids? No, no. You know what?
It's
I
just
might as well
packed
make my
full of
kid.
sugar and sodium. You may as well just take a salt and a sugar shaker, put it on some cardboard, and scran that. Like, for
I
real.
mean, dude, I'd rather make my kid a sandwich
Mhm.
and give him some, like, I don't know, like some chips.
Give him
That's
a
it.
packed
And then
lunch, some
after,
chips,
give
and
him water.
some crisps, as we say over here. Just give him a sandwich, some crisps, and a juice box, and he'll be happy. Way better than
Yeah.
that fucking lunch lease, fucking cardboard, PVC, and candle
And
wax
if you want
crap.
as a snack, I'll give you some grapes.
Yeah, something like
Boom,
that. There you go.
boom.
Why do you need
That's
this? I
healthy.
mean, Lunchables are. It's the poor family's workaround, really. If you think that's
Sure,
what it is.
sure.
I never had them as a
It's
kid.
for lazy parents.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I never had them as a kid, and I got to try them. It was fairly recently as well, and I didn't get the hype. It was like there were like crackers and slices of cheese and ham in there, right? That was what was in this particular thing,
Yeah,
and it's nothing. This is nothing. What this wouldn't fit. I know I'm a bigger guy, but back
yeah.
then when I was a kid, because I wasn't always this beautiful figure that you see before you today. I was a really
Hmm.
skinny kid. I was the
You
anorexic
weren't
kid,
built like
believe
an
it or not.
eclipse, yeah.
I was built like a pinky finger. I was skinny. I was pencil thin at one point.
Hard to believe. Anyways,
Even hard to believe, I know, but it's true. Back then,
before you were built like a
even
dumbbell.
back then, it would not have filled me up. One burp and you're empty. That's it. Like that. This is not nutrition. This is not food. This isn't food.
No,
This is a snack. This is not food.
but yeah, and again, if people argue and be like, "Oh, well, 2 points make a difference," no, it doesn't.
No, it
No, it doesn't.
really, really doesn't.
Okay, okay. My question is, right? If you think it is healthier, what nutritional? Okay, they're gonna bring up, "Oh, well, it has electrolytes." Not the good one. It's a sports drink that they have.
It's a sports
Why did
drink that athletes use, or it's meant to be something that
it,
athletes use to
it's
replenish
supposed to
themselves.
be Gatorade's competitor? Okay,
And it's not.
okay.
Let's face it,
It's
it's
no.
fucking not.
I see people. All right, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When I go to a gas station, right, and just why not? Because you never know. You want maybe you want some junk food or whatever, and you feel like you're in the mood for it, right?
Mm.
And 9 times out of 10, I will see them walking out with either a water, a Gatorade, or a Monster.
Mm.
All the prime things filled up to the brim still.
Mhm.
Doesn't sell.
Well, this is it. I
Like,
was sentenced to retail for the longest time, and I was actually in a retail job as a cashier in a store when Prime first came out. When I tell you the first week, we couldn't have it. There was not enough Prime on the shelves, right? Literally everything. Every time we put out a new pallet of Prime, gone straight away. Second
yeah, like
week, we
goblins.
couldn't even move. We'd be lucky if we moved 10 bottles a week. Because
Hmm.
it's fucking awful. It's shit. It's crap. It's god awful stuff. Like Prime,
Yeah.
literally Prime cost me my job in that store.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
It cost me my job.
Yeah.
So, should I tell this story? Would it get me? Would it get me in trouble?
Um. No, I think let's save it for another day when we react to the lunch lease.
Yeah,
Like
why not?
yeah, like I said, and honestly, right, I'm not gonna be biased at all. I
Mhm.
will personally, and you know what, as a man of my word to all of y'all, and this man knows me for 11 years, I am a man of my word.
Longer than that, really,
As a
isn't it?
man of my word, I am going to rate it my fair share of opinion
Mhm.
because if it's good as quote unquote people say, I will try it. I'll try all of them. Try the
Mm.
nachos. I'll try
The
excuse me,
pizza that's not legally classed as a
the
pizza.
pizza. Yeah, and the I think it's the turkey and cheese
The fucking
with
pizza.
crackers.
The pizza of questionable origin.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they
Okay,
should
if
call
you,
it. The pizza of
the
questionable
pizza.
origin.
Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this. If I somehow become Spider-Man from this pizza, and I'm telling you this right now, um, I'm whipping up my ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Man, I
know you
tell
hear
you
me.
what.
I know you hear me. Jasmine.
Is that a real name? Because you can't use a real name on here.
It is not her real name.
Okay, good. I thought we were gonna
It's not her real
catch a
name.
fucking lawsuit in the first episode, man.
No, it's not her real name. No, no.
Is that
Yeah, it's Sherry. No, I'm joking. It's not Sherry at all either.
yeah,
Legend.
yeah. Mrs.
No,
Mrs.
no.
Matthews, my year 4 maths teacher. If you're listening, go fuck yourself. And yes, that is a real name, Mrs. Matthews. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That wasn't her name. Mrs. Matthews was my English teacher, and she was lovely. I'm sorry, Mrs. Matthews, if you're listening. What was her name?
I
What
mean,
was her fucking name?
how'd you forget? Probably because of all, so
I
much
hated
freaking
this
lord in your
hag.
head.
I hated her, and I remember people's names that I hate. She was a hag. She was a complete and utter hag.
Like a
Right?
crow.
Literally, she was a haggard old crone. She was. So, like, I've told you this story before, right? So, I'm going to change the names. I can't remember her name. I'm going to change her name anyway to protect the innocence. And she's not innocent. She's far from it. So, when I was in year 4, so how we do it, you have grades, right? But how we do it is we have years, right? So I was in year 4, so that would have made me about 6, maybe, give or take, right? So, I was in class this one day, and we had this, I think, mentally challenged kid. He had Down syndrome, right? Bless him. And his name was, gotta make up a fake name for me here, William Benson, right?
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
William was a
cool.
really, really nice kid. He was a salt of the earth kind of kid. He wasn't all there in terms of, like, speaking and, like, cognitive thought, but he didn't have a malicious bone in his body. He was a really, really
Yeah.
good kid, right? And this hag, we're gonna call her Mrs. Bonejangles, right? So Mrs.
Call her Crone.
Bonejangles was evil. Mrs. Crone, thank you. Mrs. Crone was evil. She was an evil, evil, evil woman, right? So one day, this kid William, right, comes into class with his helper, and he's got this little sticker, right, a little golden star or a little smiley face or whatever it was, and he's just walking around, in class, showing everyone off because obviously, he's got a sticker and he's happy. So we're all like, oh, really good job, I almost said his real name then. Really good job, William. You really good. Oh, so well done, mate. Because we're not arseholes, right? So we were doing maths, and we were doing, for argument's sake, let's say shapes, for argument's sake, right? So she's going around the class, pointing at people with a big yardstick, and she's going, how many sides does a pentagram? No, not pentagram. What is it? Pentagon. How many sides does a pentagon have? And you'd be like, 5, miss. Yeah. How many sides does an octagon have? 8, miss. Then she points at William and goes, how many sides does a triangle have? And because he can't speak words, he spoke like this, like that. That's how he spoke, right? So for argument's sake, if he was saying sorry, he wouldn't say sorry, he'd go, right? Just for argument's sake. So obviously, this poor little fucking guy can't say the word, so he's trying to... Again, in the way that he talks, I'm not disparaging from him. He was a really lovely kid. The way he was talking, you couldn't make out what he was saying, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to say. Let's say he got it right because he wasn't stupid. He was trying to say 3, right? You've got 8, and she's like, you need to answer. I need the answer. How many sides does a triangle have? And she keeps going, right? This haggard old crone, I'm gonna use the word, this cunt, right? Walked up to this poor kid, took his sticker off of his shirt, right?
No.
Scrunched it up into a ball in front of him and dropped it on the floor, looked at this poor kid with Down syndrome, looked directly in his eyes and said, naughty boys don't get stickers. And then turned around. And I could see her from where I was sitting. She had a fucking shit-eating grin on her face, bro. And I tell you what, I would never wish death on anyone, right? I don't do that. It's not part of what I am. But if I had to make an exception, one person on this planet that I had to make an exception for, it'd be that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was this tradition in our school, right? Whenever a teacher would, what's the word I'm looking for? Not abdicate. Retire. Whenever abdicate, as if they're the fucking royal family. Whenever a teacher would retire, the whatchamacallit, the IT teacher, right? The computer science, whatever you want to call him, would get a bunch of clips and videos and stuff of the time at the school, and there'd be like a bunch of video testimonials from the kids. So for argument's sake, say Mr. Jones or whatever. Mr. Jones, we're gonna miss you. Mr. Jones, I remember when you did this one thing this one time. Mr. Jones, you were always my favourite. And then there'd be a picture of the teacher there smiling, and then everyone would stand up and clap, right? Yeah. When it was that teacher's time to retire, it was 2 minutes long, There was like 3 photos, one of which was on World War II Day, second of which was just her stood in a corridor, decorating for Halloween, and the third one was like a bunch of kids, and they all looked miserable, right? And when her picture come up, not one person clapped, not even the teachers. And I saw the look on her fucking face, and even as a little guy, even as a little kid, I thought, good. You know that everyone in this school would think the world would be a better place if you were dead. So yeah, I normally remember people's names who I hate, but yeah, Mrs. Crone, fuck that guy, fuck that woman, fuck that woman. I almost said his real name again. I wonder what William's doing now.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably doing good.
Because like I've looked on like Facebook and Instagram and everything else, and I can't find this kid's real. I can't find him. I really hope he's doing okay.
Yeah. Oh, and also, while you were saying all that rant, I looked at the nutritional comparisons to Lunchleys and Lunchables. Their argument. Oh my gosh. It has 12 grams. 12 grams of protein for Lunchleys. For Lunchables, it has 13 grams of protein. So you're getting more protein from Lunchables. Alright? Calorie-wise.
Also, from a product where the primary fucking ingredient in a lot of it is meat, that's not a good sign. But anyway, carry on.
Yeah. For calories, it's just as much as drinking a Coke. Or some sort of, or just basically a soda. 360.
A sugary drink. Jesus.
Yes. 360 calories for Lunchleys.
God damn.
For Lunchables, it's, and now, here is where I brought up the 2%, right? 2% does not make a difference. For Lunchables, it's 390. That's not that much of a big difference, bro. That's not that much of a big... Now, here's what they love to advertise the most. 400, what do you call it? 400 electrolytes. Oh, yeah, 400 electrolytes, cool. For milligrams, yeah, so cool, right? Now, for Lunchables, it only has 55. Now, mind you with electrolytes, it's not the good electrolytes. It's basically just sodium. And not even the good sodium either. It's just poor excuses of sodium.
Well, you can get salt poisoning.
Yeah, and you want to know where all that electrolytes is coming from? The Prime. The Prime.
Yep.
The Prime. Now, for sugar, it has only 12 grams of sugar. While for Lunchables, it only has 20. Now, okay. Again, right? And again, I will tell you this. What are these guys smoking? What are these guys smoking?
That's a good question.
Like, why are you trying to advertise it as healthy? It's not healthy at all. Like, don't get me wrong, electrolytes, oh wow, cool, great, that's amazing. But what type? What type? Because I can tell you right now, you can get bad protein, and people are like, oh, there's no such thing as bad protein. Yes, there is. Yes, there is, from fast food. And people are like, oh, well, there's no protein in fast food. It's meat. Meat, regardless, even if it's fake, it has some sort of.
I'm looking at the pictures of these things, and they don't even look appealing.
Dude, the packaging. That's it, man. Like,
it's
I remember a certain
bright
guy.
Colors to just appeal to children.
I remember a certain guy who tried telling us that, oh yeah, Big Macs have protein in it. Yeah, but but it's not the good protein. It's not. Just like how there's good fats and there's bad fats. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I'm not no health expert, far from it, right? But I know enough not to put anything in my body that will literally kill me. Now, of course, I might die from Lunchleys, when I do try it, right?
But it's for science.
Yeah, for science, right? Hopefully, I don't die. So, I hope you pray for me.
I'm not.
But like I said,
I'm not going to do that. You're going to the boiler room of hell all the way down. You're going to hell, baby. You're going to hell. You're going straight down. Just express ticket. Just, you know, like how hard,
Well,
like the bombs fell on like Hiroshima, Japan. Yeah, you're gonna be like 10 times worse. You're gonna be like straight down to the boiler room of hell. You know what? You know how it's gonna go. It's gonna go. Minecraft Steen, Abradolf Schittler, and you right in the middle. That's how it's gonna go. You are going straight down, my friend. 100%.
I mean, with you, with you, regardless, you'll probably break the fucking stairway to heaven. I mean, your
Probably.
fucking fat ass.
Well, I mean, at least I'm going to heaven.
Yeah, with what? I'm sorry, bro. Your weight would drag you all the way down to hell.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
Exactly. You fucking morbidly obese Frankenstein looking motherfucker. Anyways, so
I think that's a good place to end it, don't you?
yeah, yeah, I think so. I think so, fat ass.
Just give me a minute. Just gotta compose myself.
Go on, you fucking bloated balloon maluki motherfucker.
Anyway, thanks for watching the very first episode of Across the Pond. If you'd like to see more episodes, you know, like, comment, whatever.
Morbidly obese Patrick Star.
Yeah, you're fucking lovely. You know that. Yeah, I bet your mother's proud of you. But anyway, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. Hit the notifications dingle so you don't you don't ever miss one of our videos. Yeah. Say if we get, I don't know, we're pretty small. We don't get much engagement. If we get 10 likes on this, then my boy here will do the Lunchly review. Yeah. 10
But
likes.
regardless,
10 likes. 10 likes. Well, he's going to do it anyway. And then 10 likes and we'll release it. Yeah.
yeah, I'll send you the pictures of me actually taking taking a bite out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And hopefully this isn't going to be a one and done kind of thing. I do hope to get more stuff out in the future, but you know, it's hard out there for a pimp right now. So yeah, that's basically it. Anything else? Anything else you want to add? Bear in mind, we need to finish it like right now.
I mean, other than like you trying to like, well, how do I say this? Other than you and me, basically talking shit. I mean, honestly, right, I would have to say, I'm very thankful to actually be here again and actually, try to at least, you know, give some sort of entertainment to like everyone from y'all. Because I mean, I'm not just doing this, just for I want be big or I want to be money or I want big money or anything like that, right? I just want to do it just to have fun.
Yep.
Now,
Same.
and I mean this, I do not want to turn up like Mr. Beast. If you know, and God forbid, if we ever become like that, I want all of you guys to unsubscribe and not support us.
Straight away.
I want you guys to do that. I don't care.
If
I don't
either
care
one of us
if I'm-
ever says the phrase, I'm carrying your house on my wrist, you have my full permission to beat us and throw fucking rotten fruit at us in the streets. That
I
self-awareness is a wonderful thing.
I agree. And honestly, right? Like, I would not blame y'all at all because I feel the same way towards Mr. Beast because honestly, right? I grew up with him. I grew up with, the content, and now it's just, it's watered down. It's not even water. It's just dry.
They've sucked the milk from that particular teat till it's just dry. It's coming out as a powder. There's nothing left. It's just barren.
Also, before we do end it, how about what's his name?
TDM.
No, not TDM. What's that? No, what's that? What's his name? The Neanderthal looking motherfucker. Oh, the guy that had like the receiving hairline since 2015. Oh, KYS. Yeah, KYS. You know that guy?
Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, him, Hogan Ball, and Mr. Crohn's. Yeah, they're all together now.
Yeah. Or
He's just famous because he's got Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they all form like the Doctor Doom squad.
Do you reckon that one teacher had Crohn's disease? That's why she was angry.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like KYS. I mean, just look at him, bro. He looks like a fucking Neanderthal.
Literally,
Like
man.
literally, just literally, he looks like I'm sorry, he looks like if Frankenstein had fucking Down syndrome.
It's more like Kankenstein, bro, for real.
Yeah, Frankenstein, like come on, like. Like that's all. Like, I'm sorry. Like he sounds like a caveman, bro. Look at him.
Mm.
Like I said, dude. And also, right, those dreadlocks, those look like shitlocks. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. Like, I'm really sorry that that shotgun nose looking motherfucker. Well, sorry, not shotgun nose. Sorry. I ruined my own joke. I can't believe that. That shotgun nostril looking motherfucker is literally is still talking shit to people. Come on, man. Get out of here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I guess that's how the story goes. Yeah.
It's like, wah, I'm so sorry that everyone made fun of your lifestyle.
Wow, I'm
From the
rich.
screen.
Where?
Yeah,
From the
yeah, guys, from the
screen to the ring
screen.
to the pen to the king. Yeah, shut
Like
the
what king? You ain't
fuck
no fucking king.
up.
Literally.
Shut
I mean,
the
I mean,
fuck up.
you may be the king of receiving airlines, but no, it's no good.
The king of receding hairlines, literally. The king of
That's
receding
why you're in the.
hairlines and bad product. And bad fucking
Yeah,
crypto investments as well. Let's not forget that.
yeah.
Everything. If you bet the opposite of KSI on the market, you would be minted right now.
I mean, hey, that's. Why do you think I actually? Nope, I'm not gonna say that. I'm
Hogan,
not gonna
fucking.
say what I.
So yeah, literally the Injustice League, fucking Mr. Crones,
Yeah, the
fucking
Doom Squad right there, bro.
Hogan Ball, and fucking KYS man for real.
Yeah, KYS. Yep,
Literally,
KYS.
fucking
Yeah,
hell.
it's KYS. I'll be Tommy Fury in a play anytime in the weekend. Like, come on, bro. He sounds like a fucking. Like,
Sounds like
I don't know
Captain
what he
Caveman.
sounds like. Like, I know, yeah, Captain Caveman. Yeah, exactly, dude. Just, I mean, honestly, dude. Like, I don't know what type of Neanderthal-looking motherfucker is he, bro? Honestly.
Shotgun nose. That was a particular favorite. Shotgun nose.
Yeah, shotgun nostrils. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Let's wrap up. Let's wrap up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
We've
Before we
been
get
wrapping up for like 10 minutes.
before we get Mr. Chrome Dome and his massive like 40-inch TV forehead or whatever, right? And oh shit, that was a fucking siren. Probably gonna go arrest him for robbing
They'll
someone.
probably come
Anyways,
to arrest
so
you.
uh
They're just listening to what you've been saying. You can't be saying that about Jimmy Beast, Mr. Crones,
well
Mr. Breast.
well I mean if you don't hear from me, I'll probably be in a cell eating lunch at least.
Literally, nah, they wouldn't even give that to prisoners, man.
Oh my gosh.
They wouldn't
Just
even give
imagine
that to
that.
the rats in the prison. Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And also, can we
go on.
before I want to mention one more thing.
Hurry up.
Yeah. Chogan Paul. Um, he advertised Lunchleys when his baby was getting born.
Mhm. Hey yo
You
guys,
are
what's
a.
going on? It's me, Hogan Ball, and today we're gonna see what happens when I force feed my newborn baby a bottle of Prime.
Oh, oh my gosh!
We're gonna
Just
stick
imagining
one of
it.
these pizzas down his
Drink
throat and
Prime.
see what happens. Whoa, what's going on, Low Gang? We're gonna inject him with Prime, and we're gonna see him become the ultimate
To
baby.
her.
Oh, who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
He's gonna be in
Yeah.
prison. He's not. He's for his various scams. He's a scamming con artist, son of a bitch, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right,
Then
let's just
yeah.
fucking let's not.
Let's end it. Let's
Let's
end it
just
because
end it.
I can go on and
No
on and
lawsuits. No
on,
no lawsuits.
on and
All the
on
things that
and
have been
on.
said. This is all scripted. This is written for us by third parties. Anything that's said throughout the course of this podcast does not actually reflect the opinions or feelings of the management or the
I can
hosts.
talk a lot about those Neanderthals, right? But at the same time, it's just
Yeah, I just dug us out
you
of a
know.
lawsuit, and you just dug us straight back into one fucking Minecraft Steve looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next
Yeah.
episode. Peace.
That's you, fucking blockhead.
Peace.
Yep. See y'all then. Take care, y'all.
So yeah, I've been getting this really bad itch on my ball sack recently.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Dude. You wanna know what we should do?
Hold on, I didn't end the stream. That's the thing. I got a really bad itch in my ball sack recently. It's the final line. Fuck me.